What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over the charts. Sorry about the echo if there is one. I have just put this studio up in the house, so I don't have anything on the walls yet. I do apologize, but there's a lot going on with this BitBoy crypto thing. We're going to talk about what's known, which is not much. Hit Network is supposed to put out a statement today. We'll see what that says, but we'll just look at what we have so far. I know there's a lot of news articles speculating and whatnot, but we're just going to stick to what we know for a fact from both and see what they're saying. And then we'll go from there. It's going to be pretty interesting today to see what their statement is. I guess BitBoy or Ben Armstrong is going to put his out tomorrow, but we're going to be going over the charts. We're going to take a look at the DXY and then Bitcoin. We'll go all the way down into the 4 hour and kind of see what I'm expecting, what areas I'm watching. We'll look at my old targets and we'll take a relook at the 4 hour chart and see what's going on now. Also, definitely stick around to the end for BNB and XRP charts. They are playing out beautifully. We'll see how long this video takes. I may jump into Ethereum and Litecoin real quick at the end, but definitely stick around for the whole video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. And the number one thing you can do for the channel is smash that thumbs up button. That helps the YouTube algorithm get the video out to more people, along with you sharing it with more people. So if you belong to any groups or whatever, also share it in there. But definitely, no matter what, make sure you take 1 second out and smash that like button. All right, let's take a look at the first thing I seen on it. I reposted it. Was Ran had posted a letter that they put out for Hit Network, and it said, "Hello, ATB guests. Effectively, immediately, Ben Armstrong will no longer be working with Hit Network, BJ Investment Holdings, and all subsidiary brands, including but not limited to BitBoy Crypto and Around the Blockchain. This decision has not been easy. However, after long consideration, we are confident this is the only path forward." Definitely pretty interesting. And then BitBoy responded. Now he uses, I think it's Ben. This is going to be all over today. I know I probably didn't have to cover it, but for those of you that watch my channel, I just wanted to go over what is going on with it. So, and then you can see here, he posted, "This is Ben. TJ Shed and Justin Williams have attempted a coup at my company. Just confirming what's going around. It's true. There's been a mutiny at BitBoy Crypto and Hit Network, but it won't work. They have no leverage. Until they can clone me, I have nothing to worry about." So that's all we know so far. They're saying they had good reason. He's saying they have no leverage. We'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting to see what they talk about today. I'll be trying to keep an eye on it and update it on my Twitter. You can follow my Twitter down below. There is a link. Let's take a look at the DXY. So this is the number we were watching, the 103.44. We did break out there. My next target's around 106. If that breaks and we hold support, then I'll be looking for 109 to 110. We also have much higher targets. We've talked about this for a long time. I've been very bullish on the DXY. We may see a retrace and retest this trend line right here on this falling wedge. We'll see what happens today in traditional markets. As you know, traditional markets determines what happens in crypto, right? So this is my long-term Elliott wave count. 5 waves finished. I do believe this correction, we do have our C wave down. Possibly. There's other ways to look at it. I have other counts, like this is a macro count here, waiting for our 5th wave down in a 5-wave Elliott wave structure down. It's actually a bubble pop pattern that we've talked about for a long time on this channel. I told you to watch for this trend line on the weekly RSI. We did break it. Now there's a chance we come back up for a retest before coming down. And what would that look like? Well, as you can see, this red trend line right here, if we did get back up and did get a pump up, it could get up to as high as 29,000. I don't see that happening, but it is a possibility. Here's another count looking at it as a falling wedge. You could use this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or ABC. But as you guys know, I think we're going to bottom somewhere between 37 and 9,700. If you're new to the channel, I actually put those numbers out back on December 2nd, 2021. If you go to my YouTube page, open it up, it's the video playing where I talked about the bubble pop pattern, where everybody said I was crazy. It would never drop below 20,000. We went below 20,000. Now we got back above, but I do not think it's going to hold. I think this was the false bottom, the bear market rally that we expected, 100% rally before coming down to make the true lows. You can see in the MACD here, the MACD signifies tops a lot of times, and we have done one here. I do think we have much further to go. Now, what's the best case if we weren't going to get to that 97? Would be somewhere around 12.5, somewhere in that range. But I do believe we're going to go lower. Just my opinion. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. Do your own research. And yeah, just do that. So let's take a look at another look here. So looking at this as a rising broadening wedge, the measured move of this rising broadening wedge break, you would take, let me straighten this out. That was off there a little bit. You would take your measured move from the widest point of the wedge where it broke right here, bring it down to where it broke, and that gets you down to about 10,700 range. But as you guys know, if you look at this chart zoomed out, this is an extremely old chart. We had got these 5 waves correct here. We called it at, first of all, we called this top about a month before it happened. You can go back and check the videos. We called it at 65 from when we were back down at around 57, right? And we nailed it. Then we got our bounce here, and then we made this wave 2 structure. I told you where wave 3 and wave 4 would be, and that's exactly what happened. I did not think we would make new highs here. Nevertheless, I knew the bear market was not over at all, and it's still not over. We are still in the bear market, guys. I know everybody wants to get super hyper, think it's going to all to new all-time highs. Everybody's going to get rich. Just not the way it works in crypto, guys. But there is huge opportunity coming in all markets. As you guys know, I think all markets are in very big trouble. I think we're looking, going forward, I think we're going to have a huge crash. And I mean huge. I think things are going to be super cheap. You can get in at the bottom, and it's not going to be one huge bounce and go straight to new all-time high for all markets. It could be multiple decades before we see these highs again in the traditional markets. So be careful there. But it's a great opportunity to start getting in the markets. If you were looking to get in low, I think it's coming very quickly. So be careful. I think the Bitcoin bottom is going to be sometime in September or October. I've been saying that since 2021, that's when I thought the bottom would be. So far, so good. Now let's take a look at this is just another look at a daily chart here. And as you can see, this first drop from 65K right here, this first low, this is the low that people were saying when we broke it, that was it because we broke the low. Well, the true low is after the last high, right? Which was right here. That low is 32.9. So unless you break that 32.9, we have more downside, period. Let's put a target on here. So this is the daily chart. What are we looking at here? Somewhere around 22,000. So 21.5 to 22,000 would be this trend line here. If that breaks, it could get very ugly very, very quickly. So just be careful there. If you guys are interested in trading, check out my sponsor, Prime XBT. Links down below. Gonna give a quick shout out real quick, and then we'll get on to the 4 hour.
Begin your path to financial freedom. Gain up to a $7,000 bonus on us. Register and use promo code. Deposit and enjoy a 7% bonus. Available now. Link in the description.
All right, guys. So if you are interested in trading on Prime XBT, the link is down below. Always do your own due diligence. Never put your crypto on any exchange if you're not trading it. Not your keys, not your crypto. Remember that. But the good thing about Prime is you can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, crypto, tons of different things on one exchange. And you can trade it all against Bitcoin if you would like. But definitely check them out. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margin. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. Now, here's that 4 hour we've been looking at. So we can get rid of some of this stuff now. Let's get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. We nailed that. Our measured move to 27.5, it blew right through that, right? That was the measured move from the yellow up there. We're going to get that out of there. We're going to clean this chart up and kind of look at where we're at now. We're going to keep that at 28,000 because of that high volume node right here. Let's get this out of here. That one blew through. And right now, this seems to be our resistance, which was our old fib level for the wave 4, 26.6. So let's look at where we're at. So as you can see here, I have these fibs drawn in, right? I'm going to show you where they're from. These fibs right here on the outside, from the swing low to the swing high. Let's see what fib we are bouncing around by. So right now, this 0.786. 26,404 is the major resistance. If we get back above this, get back above the 26.6, we could come back up. Let me get this smaller one out of here. We're going to move this down because that's where our fib's at. So if we were to get a huge rally, it would be up to around the 28,000 range, which would be lining up with this 55. But what I'm looking for most likely is a break of this 25,589, which is 0.382 fib. If we do break that, we may get a little bounce around, come back up and retest it. But your next level to watch is going to be your 0.5 at 23,650. And then you have that trend line around 21.5 to 22, depending on how long it would take to get there. And that's just a trend line right off of here, right? Which would also get us close to the 0.618. But once this trend line is broken, guys, that's when it'll get really, really ugly, in my opinion. But of course, we're going to have bounces here and there. Let's take a look at BNB, right? So this is the FTT chart on the left, BNB on the right. We've been talking about this since way back in, it's been like a year now. I don't know, 7-8 months, something. I've started warning you guys of Binance crashing, right? And we have broken all the major levels. We're going to zoom into this area right here on this chart. So we got our bounce at 2027, exactly like we expected. Now, if we were to bounce back up here, right? This is where I told you to watch. It would be a quick drop from that 236, which it was. If we were to get back up and retest this here, would be around 243, somewhere in that range. But guys, once we break this 202, my next target is 148. May get some bouncing around there depending on how bad it gets. But my last target here is 67. And that's the target of the measured move from this rising broadening or rising channel. Now, if we hit this, that could be the bottom. We get a big bounce from there. But if this breaks, guys, it could look a lot like this over here and just be dying out. So just be careful with that. There could be some bad stuff. I don't know what it is. I just follow the charts, but could be some bad news there. XRP, these red X's here, I showed you. We put that when we got up to this level. You can see the yellow trend line where XRP usually wicks to. It couldn't even wick to it this time, but it never closes or opens a weekly candle above this white trend line. And that's exactly where we got rejected again. Guys, this to me it looks just like a dying penny stock. I came from the penny stock market years ago before I got into crypto, and this just looks like a dying penny stock. It's not a penny stock. I know it's not a penny stock. For those of you guys that say it's not a penny stock, I know that. But it's playing out the same pattern as dying penny stocks do. They get all their hype. They get a big bear market. They get their hype, but not quite as high as the last hype. Then they get a bear market. They get their hype. Each hype cycle gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I think XRP is pretty much doomed. Not to say there won't get bounces, not to say you can't trade it and still make money, but this is a very ugly chart here, guys. I have targets here from 25 to 4 cents. So be careful. If you are XRP holder, you better hope 25 cent holds. Ethereum, my next target for Ethereum is down here, this 1431 range. If that breaks, we are looking for 926. If that breaks, 280, then 114. Nothing has changed for a very long time in these charts. We hit our target of the $60 range, right? Once we break this, our next support is going to be right here around 55. We may come back up, bounce, test this 60 again. But I see us going low as low as 15 to 20 bucks, 15 to 25 bucks for Litecoin. So be aware of the bubble pop patterns, guys. I've been showing these for a long time. Bubbles always return to where they began. Here's the Amazon.com bubble. These are all weekly charts. Here is the Nintendo bubble pop. These are all weekly charts. You always have this 100% rally, right? Bear market rally before making the true lows. Same thing in Sony over here. Sony took much longer. Could this take much longer? It's definitely a possibility. Either way, I think we have much further down to go. Be careful out there. Trade safe, guys. Don't forget to check out my links down below. Follow me on Twitter. Join the free Discord. You have to have your phone verified to join the Discord. It'll say the link don't work if you're not verified. Verify your phone on Discord and you can join the Discord. Yeah, check out the links down below. Don't forget you can use my promo code Savvy50 and Savvy25 both at the same time on Prime XBT to get both benefits. So have a great day, guys, and I'm out.